And we're back. Boy, that was abrupt. I gotta get out of the. I was born into doing this where everything was live. So you always think in terms of, well, make sure there's music playing so when you do come in, it's nice. It doesn't matter. Yeah, it's smooth. There's no like an abrupt jarring to your audience. Isn't that crazy? How that's like, it's literally shaped how I present things. I don't want it to be jarring. So to do this is like, I'm all wrecked. All right. We are doing some shopping. You want to start?
Sure.
Here we go.
Welcome back, yeah.
And 3. Yeah, it is. 3, 2.
Welcome back to A Corporate Time. So, Sam has come to us with a problem.
Yeah.
And the problem being...
Is it me? I knew it was me. It's some of the...
well, inherently it's me.
No, it's the things I say to her, right? Like when she's picking things up, I'm like, the whistles and the cat calls.
Mm-hmm.
No,
There's a lot of problems around here.
That's a compliment.
Okay, I will.
Right?
Okay,
that's
your wife told me that, and I've been doing it
well,
with
his wife's insane.
I've been whistling. Okay,
that's what I say.
Every time Crystal's here and she bends over to get something, I'll be like, ooh la la.
She likes
like,
that.
and she loves it. So I got loose with it.
And
then Sam was helping the fish tank. I'm like, whoa, whoa. And then like, ow, whoa. And then it's like I almost took an arm off. And
I like a small pat on the bottom.
No.
With
I would never do. Oh my
good
God!
Work,
can you
honey.
imagine?
I like a good work, honey.
We're
pat on the
joking
bottom.
around, but can you imagine if I patted someone's bottom? I could only pat yours or Butler's, and he's gone. Butler's gone. I used to pat his bottom. Anyway, so Sam came to us with a problem.
Yeah.
You still had something you didn't get to finish. You were talking about bottoms, patting bottoms.
No.
Patting bottoms, sir.
No.
You have a final thought?
No.
Jerry,
bottom girls.
what is Jerry's final thought on patting bottoms?
I don't want a tangent. I just write this down.
Okay.
I want to talk about.
Is that the new follow me here?
That documentary that when we did the Media Path podcast last night, and then they were like showing some movies they've watched
before
recently.
their podcast, they do this little tidbit thing where they're like, I watch this. Here's 30 seconds on how great it is. I watch this. Here's 30 seconds on how great it is.
That's like have you seen? That's what I do on my show
and
with
it's
Derek.
really well done, and they're just great broadcasters. Shout out to Louise and Fritz of Media Path Podcast. We love them. They're good people.
But that documentary that Louise was talking about...
did you watch it?
No, but I want to watch it. It was Jerry Falwell. What's his name?
Yeah,
Falwell?
it's I think it's like Fall from Grace, or it's about the sex scandal that Jerry Falwell Jr., I believe, had. And he's the one with the beard. That's how you don't.
He was filming some dude bang his wife.
Yeah.
I know. I've seen that on the movies.
I say that too. I say that too. I'm not one of those guys, but I've seen it and I respect it.
Yeah.
It takes a confident man to hold the video camera.
So back to the problem.
Yes.
So Sam.
By the way, this has nothing to do with what that we were talking about.
Yeah.
Moral majority and downfall of Jerry Falwell Jr.
That's the one.
Was it that one?
Yeah. But there might be ultimate.
Oh, it's called God Forbid.
God forbid.
Yeah,
I thought it was Fall from Grace. Yeah, God forbid. That's what it is.
So Sam has had it with her chair that she's sitting in.
Yeah.
And that chair has caused lots of problems.
Yeah,
in
that
this,
is a problem-causing chair.
TNA media.
Let's talk about the history of this chair.
How many people have sat in this chair? Ross was the first one, and he was complaining back then.
Oh,
He
it's
hated
why
it.
he quit.
He hated it.
I think it's why he quit the
He
show.
asked for a chair. No, you know what? We're getting this wrong.
What?
And this is my fault.
Okay.
I blame this squarely on me.
All right.
Ross's chair had no arms, and that really offended him, and I ordered that chair.
yeah.
Remember that?
What do we do with that one? Do we still have it?
It's the one that Sam sits in now at her secondary.
Yeah, that one sucks too.
It's her
They
second
both
chair.
suck.
Oh,
Now,
okay.
Ross. Okay, here's the worst part about Ross's chair, and this is where he's right. You know, I apologize. I didn't get him arms on the chair because it wasn't a power thing. It had nothing to do with anything. It had to do with space. And chairs with arms are bigger than chairs without arms.
Yeah.
Correct.
That was
That's
really
correct.
it. That was really
tuck
it.
it in. Yeah.
You can't tuck it in. Thank you.
He took it as
But
personal insult.
I think he did. And, I probably would have too. Let's be honest.
You cheaped out on my chair? Yeah.
I'm sensitive. I would have probably been like, this mother ever didn't even give me any arms? What's he think? I don't have arms? Then we got this one. I believe this was the replacement one. I also have to go on record as saying, I believe, and I don't know who did it. I'm not going to look at you, but somebody put Ross's chair together wrong.
You know what? It's hard to be a boss these days because of social media, and I'll explain.
Okay.
Because it's hard to say and tell your employees, like, oh, we can't afford that. Well, the budget doesn't work.
Can't do it.
And
I get in my
like,
Tesla and I drive away.
but you're like, I see your social media. You're rich. You're wasting
Just went
money.
to Hawaii for a week.
We're not
you're wasting
rich.
money.
I mean, there's a huge difference between rich and wasting money.
Yeah. And then I'm just asking for a chair. I know you can afford it. And then you're like, oh,
Yeah, we
damn
got
it.
plenty of chairs here. There's 2 to your left. That's what I would say. That's what a real Scrooge boss would say.
So, let's talk about what we need because then
Dildo chair.
Sam is awesome, and she's the
You writing
backbone of
this
the
down?
company.
Are you getting a time code on this?
So you deserve a
Get a
better
time
chair.
code. 456. Write down
Alright, here we
456 and
go.
pull this.
Let's talk about what's wrong with your current chair because
What's
this,
right
hold
with
on.
it?
This is what Campfire used to do to me. Hold on a second.
Oh.
He is putting into play everything he learned. You're giving me you're freaking me out, bro.
I do have scaly feet.
You do.
Purple.
You're turning into him.
Anyway, so
He's more muscly.
You're
though.
Tom
Are you on
Campfire.
The tee? Are you on the tee? 'Cause
Not yet. I wanna get
Your
on,
business
though.
anger is hyped.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I'm
Anyway,
angry.
Let's talk. Let's talk
okay,
about your chair.
Yeah, what's wrong with it currently?
It's very uncomfortable.
Okay.
How?
Alright.
Where? In the bottom area?
Everywhere.
Where?
My back's killing me.
How are
If I
your-
try and scoot in, like the arms hit the bottom of this. I
So
can't
it's
really
not-
lean back or I'm way back
Oh.
here.
So it's not sized
Anytime I
properly.
move it, it's like.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it's not-
There's
Yeah.
no support.
Squeaky, no support.
I have to keep moving my my cushion back and forth between both
Loose.
crappy chairs.
Oh, yeah,
droopy
yeah.
cushions.
Yeah, you do have that back cushion that I see you. Go back
I
and
thought
forth
that
on.
was just something that Mo told her to get so she
yeah.
could sue us later.
Yeah, it's like a
for
neck
the-
brace.
Yeah, look,
Yeah.
this chair caused me to have osteoporosis.
Yeah. It's like you get the back cushion and then you send the emails. You're like using the back cushion
This is
today.
a prescription back cushion. It costs $2,000.
Then you get the log and you have the paperwork and
Yeah.
then you present it to the judge.
Yeah, and then you do that.
I've seen
Everybody hates the person who's sitting at the cubicle and they request to sit on the exercise ball, and the boss says, "Don't do that. You're gonna look like a goddamn fool." Right? And then the guy's
Yeah.
like, "But I have a condition. Here is my note, and I will take this to the AACMJ double P or something, some society." And then next thing you know, you're being brought up on some sort of like accessibility act problems.
Also,
What do you mean we gotta have a wheelchair ramp?
are all doctor's notes the same? Because
No.
they should not be.
No,
You know
no.
what I'm saying? Like,
Now, if you get a note from Dr. Dre, what does that mean? What does that mean?
well, because there are some kooks out there. You know what I'm saying?
You know
Like,
what? You really dug down in the old man bag for that one. Rick Kooks?
I'm just saying, like,
There's some shimmy dog ham, some flim flams out there.
like, can you get a doctor's note from your marijuana doctor?
Yes,
Not
you
that,
can.
like,
Dr. Shanlate will write
I
anything
mean, they're
for
a
me.
doctor, right?
Yeah, they are. I mean, but does your boss weight it at the same as if you got a note from like,
Obama?
you're a cancer
I don't know.
doctor?
You're the boss. Would you accept my Bud Ducks
Yes, I would.
note? Okay,
As,
thank you.
as
You
one of your
have to?
bosses, yes, I would say like anything
I think
from
you
Dr.
have to.
Shanlate, I'd be like, yeah, that's legit.
Legit.
I think you have to, right?
Yeah, well,
You-
he's an awesome.
HIPAA.
but it shouldn't be all weighted the same.
You know what? I feel so stupid. I thought HIPAA was what Greek people yell when they throw that they're
it's
doing the
Opa.
dancing. And
Like if you get a doctor's note from your brain surgeon or your marijuana doctor, like,
Same
that's
thing.
the same as like, doctor's note's a
it's
doctor's
weighed
note.
the same. Okay, so what kind of chair do you want
Yeah.
arms on your chair? Let's get to the
What
things
kind
that
of
destroy.
brand is that? Who makes
I don't
chairs?
know that this is a brand.
What is that?
This is the cheapest of all
Is that a McGregor?
chairs in the world.
That's a McGregor. Who makes that?
I don't
Rawlings?
know. I can
Wilson.
That's an
flip
A1
this thing
McGregor.
over.
Yeah, flip it over. Let's see.
Because
Let's
that's
see what
a
we're running with.
standard black.
Yeah, it's nicer looking than our chairs.
5.
Oh, she's bending over. Pat her bottom.
Good job, honey.
There's no brand.
Oh, we cheaped out, didn't
Yeah,
we?
yeah,
We just
yeah.
went for what looked good.
Yeah. That's an A1
Yeah.
Baba.
I feel like that's. I'm confident that is.
that's the
that's-
cheapest thing we can buy.
that's
There's
Origi-
just a bunch of notices
Yeah, a
on the
lot of
bottom.
notices. Those are a notice of. So you need to pay for the chair. Okay, I'm on Amazon. Let's
Type in chairs, comfortable chairs.
Office computer chair.
Office chair.
Well, you don't really need an office chair, right?
No, not necessarily.
Comfortable office chair. Let's see what we can come
they
up
got
with
that one.
here.
Oh, I
No
should get
other.
one of those crazy gamer chairs.
I don't know. I don't know of any other radio show that which. Okay, we got. Okay, what about this? Shy Who, ergonomic office chair, big and tall.
Why you gotta go big and tall?
Because you're tall. I'm trying to help out your body geometry.
Hold on, that's a mesh.
That's badass.
And it's got that head brace. That's something that's too fancy.
What
$269.
do you mean? I'm trying to help my employee here so we don't, like, I'm investing in the future of our company here.
Yeah, but
adjustable headrest.
Yeah, this is nice, Sam. It's got the tilt function computer chair.
No, hold on. There's a
$90 coupon I can apply. Look, I got a discount coupon.
There you go.
That's
$179, bro.
That's no one get. That's a scam.
No one
A
get
scam.
that discount code coupon.
And look, we
whatever.
can get orange that matches our studio.
Oh, everybody in the chat
Dude,
saying don't go mesh.
We should all.
Yeah.
Why?
I say it's uncomfortable.
When we sit around here nude, it's breathable on our thighs.
Yeah, I feel like that mesh one plus that $90 mail-in rebate. No one's gonna do it.
How about the Hormel? This is a leather Hormel.
I don't need a white chair.
White chair. I got white seats in my Tesla, and it's awesome.
Okay, well, look at this one. I mean,
It's beautiful.
It's got the wavy back.
This is a standard. This has got the Hormel wavy back, large-sized ergonomic office chair.
Hormel. Does it come with sausage?
Yeah, this is all made of chili meat.
This may
Delicious.
be inappropriate, but let me ask: do you need a special chair for women with
larger?
Yeah.
I mean, that's why my back hurts.
Yeah.
Between that and these chairs.
Massaging office chair.
Ooh, let me get that one.
$219. This is the
Yeah.
home rest.
No, you never use that.
She would.
I would use it all the time.
I think she'd use it, and when it was buzzing, it sounds like a vibrator.
Dude,
Kapow!
I use the vibration on my bed every single night.
Yeah, she got that Maloof, dog.
Will you sit in with the? But is that
Oh,
going to
this
help
is-
your
Is
back?
it gonna
I'm gonna get this for your wife. It's got heat. It's got massage.
is it gonna affect the audio if I have zzz?
It's just a little bit. It's fine.
Yeah,
Your back
yeah.
hurts. It's a small price to pay. I'll edit it out.
All
I'll
right,
edit it out.
perfect.
Oh, the mic's on the whole time.
Oh, this
Put a
has
compressor
fart
on.
blowers. That has fart blowers. Look at that.
What is that blower?
It's
What
got
is that
air.
for?
It's got air coming out of it. It's,
For what?
It's like keeps
Butt
your
sweat?
keeps your beehole
No,
cool.
okay, that's too much.
No, this is great.
No,
This one has massage,
is there
heat, 15, 30-minute timer, 8-gear massage.
Hell yeah.
Shiatsu. What do
type,
you know about the shiatsu massage?
type in bigger bosom chairs.
Okay.
I don't know that that's a description
well,
for any of the chairs.
because because there could be some special chair for that kind of thing.
Okay, I typed
Oh.
in big T word office chair.
Okay.
And we get
A bunch of meshes.
Yeah, a lot of mesh.
Why
I think the mesh is
I'm
better.
on a Reddit thread for recommendations for desk chairs for women
This
with big
is
boobs.
it. There's the one right here.
Oh,
The Ligu.
that's like
That's a recliner. Holy smokes!
This is so when I can work on your mouth when you did this chair.
that $700.
Yeah, but look at it, dude. It's awesome.
What does Reddit say?
Let me check. Let's see. 20 comments.
Because you need, I feel like,
I'm gonna type in.
all right.
This person said just straight up sit on a yoga ball. So when I'm bouncing around with my boobies bouncing,
If you
no
sit on a
thanks.
yoga ball, you look like a fool. Everyone knows that. No
Yeah.
business person should sit on a yoga ball ever.
So we're going with the ball.
Yeah.
Going with the ball?
Yeah.
Because I used to have a thing with
What about a hand chair?
Basketballs?
Yeah. What about a hand chair?
I don't
What
know
about
what
a
that means.
novelty chair?
Oh, if it's comfortable, I'll sit in a hand chair.
What about a pink fuzzy? This is a pink fuzzy Yasamoro
That looks
pink office
comfortable.
chair.
Daniel made me sit in my original chair.
I still
on the
have that chair.
podcast
It's Maisie's favorite chair.
Is the white? It's kind of like a hand chair. It's just tiny.
It's like almost
Oh,
like
look at this thing. It's
like a
the
bowl.
It's like the egg chair from Austin
ergonomic
Powers.
kneeling chair. Do you guys want me on a kneeling chair?
Oh, that's a BJ chair.
Am I? Is that?
No, that's not
that-
acceptable.
that-
That's
that
inappropriate.
can't
You know
be
what?
comfortable,
Pack
right?
your things. You're fired. You're suggesting that.
Well, that
Got
can't.
4 stars.
It
You
is.
don't wanna
Improve your posture with an angled seat.
Okay, when I was working in Master Control, like where Angel sits at Real Radio, they came to me and said, because I was still having like knee pain, even back pain then, but not as bad as I'm having it now, and they wanted me.
Oh,
and
to sit in a little person
there
chair.
was, it was why would you do that? It wasn't a little person chair. It was like one of those knee chairs where supposedly it has no pressure on your spine. You're forced to sit up with good posture. You're forced to stretch your spine up, but it takes your core, I think, to kind of keep yourself up.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to sit in a. It looked like a special needs chair, sort of.
Yeah, I don't like.
And
that.
no offense, but I didn't want to sit in that.
Yeah. So what do we got here?
I think we're gonna have to go with. Everybody said no mesh, so I'm thinking like.
Well, they said no mesh, but in the Reddit thread for the big boobed ladies, there's one that people keep recommending. It's the Union and Scale Flex Fit Hike and Mesh Task Chair at Staples. And
Staples.
It's got 4.5 stars.
What about the
It's
Neo?
$180.
What about this one?
right.
The only reason I picked this one is its price is $159.
Okay.
And I was like, hey, but this is the Neo chair.
I do like a flip up arm in case I don't want the arms.
Yeah, this has flip up arms. It has
Okay.
lumbar support, and it comes in a lovely bone or ivory color.
Okay. All right.
But we can get
Not a big fan of the
silver.
bone.
We can get silver with diamond executive stitching.
Oh, executive.
Or we could get burgundy, so you look like you're at a steakhouse,
Oh,
like you're
okay.
Tony Soprano. Or we can get black. We can get like the regular, the jet black. Looks like almost
Okay.
looks like an Audi S5 chair. Or
So what do you
something.
think, Sam? Should we go with what Reddit says?
I think we'll
I
probably
don't trust Reddit.
You don't
You
trust
don't
Reddit?
trust Reddit?
No.
Who do you trust?
No, you don't want to know. But
I trust Comey.
yeah.
I trust Martin Lawrence
Um,
and Tracy Morgan. That's it. How about this one? Look at this one. This chair's got a little footrest that flips up. If I had
I
this
wouldn't be
chair,
able to use that.
if I had
though,
this
in
chair, I
tiny
could sit
corner.
like a doll. Because it would flip out the bottom, and I just have my legs straight out in front of me.
yeah. What do you need a footrest? I
don't know.
Well, that's $1,000.
Yeah,
that's insane.
That one's $1,000. Yeah,
Um,
chairs are expensive. We could go over to Sam Flax, the coolest store in Orlando, and get one of those like really expensive handmade Swedish chairs, like
Yeah,
that are
that's,
made by one man in Sweden, and it's like he uses water and steam to curve the plywood.
Yeah.
And then he coats the interior of it with like goat leather or something, and it's like
$7,800.
yeah, it's $7,800 for one tiny chair, and the ottoman's another $5K. I
right.
wanted to be when I was a young man, like mid-20s. I wanted to be the guy that had all that kind of furniture. Like I wanted, is it Herman Miller or I forget the designer that mid-century modern hip
Yeah.
badass.
Yeah.
Like super expensive, and I'm talking legacy type chairs that I would pass down to my daughter. I always thought I'd have that. No, I am a standard IKEA trashman. I have furniture that's meaningless.
Because they can't be that much better than the cheaper ones. They can't be $3,000 better, right?
I understand, but I believe that there's a nostalgia part of me with having no parents.
Yeah.
And the way I was raised, they raised me to appreciate really
high
quality furniture.
ah.
They grew up in a furniture town. Martinsville, Virginia was the home of Hooker furniture. It was the home of Lee furniture. It was the home of Ethan Allen furniture.
all right.
It was the home of, at least they had a factory. And you could find, and so it was nothing for my mom and my dad when they wanted furniture. And this is my entire life growing up in Florida. My dad would get his friend Bucky. They'd get a truck. They'd buy the furniture straight from the factory in Virginia.
Yep.
And then my dad would drive, 670 miles to Virginia, pick everything up, covered in moving blankets, pack it nicely, and then drive it back because they could save a buck. We have a ton of money, right? So you get but they still wanted high quality furniture. So they would buy it straight from the factory. All of my furniture as a child came from the Ethan Allen factory. It was bought. My dad drove up there, got it, drove it home.
What a weird old school thing.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I'm just showing you that this is not something that people do anymore, dude. They might drive to IKEA and back, but if that lack table breaks, you throw it in the trash. My dad couldn't get his head around the concept of IKEA. He didn't understand particle board furniture. He didn't understand press board furniture, flat pack furniture. That was not
hardwood.
Yeah, I wanted to, like when he spent, and I remember he bought a dining room set. I sold it when Mom died for a lot of money, but he bought it. I still remember it was like Mom's Mother's Day gift, and I got in the car with him. And we drove up there in the truck, and it was in the truck, and we loaded it all in, and we drove it all home, and we bought her a cherry dining room set from the Ethan Allen factory.
How often would you say people go furniture shopping? Because I've done it a couple times in my life, and I feel like you only really do it 2 to 5 times in your entire life and never
you're
again.
right.
Yeah, that's probably accurate.
I think you're right.
You may buy the initial, I guess, when you're young in your 20s, you just buy it at IKEA or
No.
Walmart.
When I was young in my 20s, I got used furniture.
Oh,
Yeah.
Someone's getting rid of a couch.
Yeah, there was no IKEA, so like the furniture I got,
Yeah.
I was
Yard
very,
sales.
I was
Yeah,
very
yeah.
lucky because I grew up that way, right?
Yeah.
So when I went to buy furniture, my mom and dad were not allowing me to buy cheap furniture. It just wasn't in the D&A. So when I bought my first furniture, I went to like a nice furniture store, and my mom and dad like helped me apply for a credit card, and they let me, and I had to pay it all off.
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
all on me, but they co-signed for me to furnish my. Nobody does that now. You just go to IKEA and you just
Yeah,
shell
yeah,
out $250 and you're done.
Yeah. You get the cheapest possible. You're like, what?
I mean,
there's no point of getting.
I think I put close to $1,200 on a card for a couch and a love seat and a table.
I remember the most.
And it sucked. You had to do it there. There's no where are you going to
Yeah.
get furniture?
The first time I felt like an adult was when me and Crystal went to a furniture store and bought a dining room table.
Yeah.
And it was the first purchase I've had. As
You put it on a credit card.
Oh, yeah.
You had
yeah,
to.
yeah.
You had to, right?
Yeah. You go there and you look at the dining room table. and
I'd
then-
never seen $1,200 in cash in my life. I've never
Right.
seen that much money in my life.
Also, very weird that they still get commission, the salespeople.
Yeah.
Like, like
It
you have
still
to-
happens,
You're
too.
like, hey, Ron, help me.
It still happens.
He can get his 2.5%.
I mean, it still happens at Macy's,
Yeah.
dude.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, in the shoe department.
Yeah.
And you're like,
come
Trust
over
me.
like vultures.
They're like sharks.
And you're like, this table is $1,280. It's like, like it blows your mind how expensive, but that's still cheap compared to like real rich people.
Yeah.
They spend like $8,000 on their
Oh,
dining room
yeah,
table.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
like $1,200 blew my damn mind. I was like, can it be that good?
Yeah.
Like it's a table. Anyway, what are we doing again? Bye bye.
Where am
Well, we'll order one of these. I just thought it was funnier to forget. and
That
then-
was funny to go through it.
yeah.
And I forgot all about that, but that is what my parents used to do for fucking furniture.
I? And then we're gonna go to December.
Yeah, and we'll just go through. Daniel's got a Christmas list, and we'll just list it up.
Oh no, we're listing now. We're there.
We're listing it up.
We're there.
Number
now.
5. So Monday, December.
Sactional. Yeah, I've seen the love sack couches, and they call them sactionals. And I mean, you can buy all those online. And I think that one started as like
Remember Love Sack?
GoFundMe. Yeah, they're still around.
Are they?
Yeah, they sell sectionals, like big love sack couches. And you can like make them like 6 pieces or 8 or 20, whatever you want.
Talk about beanbag chairs.
Maisie has one, and it's the greatest thing we ever bought her. She loves it.
It's hard to get rid of a beanbag chair.
I love Maze. Once you sit in it, like once you have back problems and you sit in it, you're like, oh, this is great. You know you're going to hurt when you get out of it. But as you're sitting in it, you're like, this feels fucking great. All right. That is done. Oh, they're super expensive. I've never priced them. But there's probably a reason why Andrea said, nope, we're not getting, like, she probably prices things for me and just says, okay, this is for December. Would you like to?
Do you want to do 20 or want to do a full 40 or what are we doing?
Let's see where it goes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd like to do the whole damn show, but if we can't, we'll just do that and then go there.
Okay, here we go. I can start.
Okay.
It's December. What time?
Let me get
December 19th. Monday, December 19th.
There's plain liquid death in there if you want one.
That's good. I just need something to.
I keep forgetting I have it in front of me, but I am losing my voice for some reason. Is it drier now or something? What's happening? All right. I'll start. In 3, 2. It is another corporate time with Tom and Dan. I'm Dan.
I'm Tom.
Samantha, our producer, is here. Hello, Sam.
Hello.
What should we plug? Because we've been, I gotta hand it to us. We've been doing a really, really good job of plugging everything.
Well, if you want to become a BDM, go to tomandan.com, sign up to become a BDM, and you will get private parties. You'll get an extra show once a week.
You'll find out about merch before everybody else. You'll find out about really about anything. You'll get behind the scenes kind of shows where we basically take you behind what we do here. If we have problems, you'll probably hear about it. If we have victories, you'll hear about those too.
Your opinion gets weighted more.
Yeah.
Like if you you email us and tell us you're a BDM, we treat you like you're our boss because essentially you are.
You are.
You are paying us monthly, and we will cater to you. If you're not a BDM. Get out of here. Oh.
I like that.
You
It's
can have your
December,
opinion.
It's the
but,
holiday season. Tom is drawing a hard line. He's got no time for it.
Well, if you say, like, I don't like this, or I do this.
And get the hell out of here.
Or, like, are you a BDM? And then they say
if
yes.
they say yes, I am. I'm like,
And then I'm like,
yes,
all right,
sir.
well, then I'll take it into consideration.
Okay,
I
yeah.
still won't do it, but I'll.
We might.
We
might. There's been some stuff we did.
That's true.
There's been some stuff that they said, like I changed the intro of the show, and they said we hate this, and I said, who said that? And they're like, BDM. I'm like, oh, yes sir. And I changed it.
So it's Christmas is coming up soon.
Yeah.
And Daniel found a list of some Christmas items.
It's the 35 most popular and trendy Christmas gifts of 2022. We do this every year.
Now, is this for adults or kids or both?
It's kind of across the board.
Okay.
It's kind of like it's like for everybody. I mean, I would say this could kind of like for everybody. Yeah. Cool.
What's interesting to me is that forever there used to be the quintessential item that all the kids wanted, and
Furby.
The news would show
Tamagotchi.
it or whatever. And it seems like it's so diluted now.
Tickle me, Elmo.
There's so many different things. Everybody's into something different that there's no like universal popular toy.
You know what I've noticed?
Like before.
You know what I've noticed lately, and we'll get to these items in a minute, but you don't watch commercials because you don't have cable.
Yeah.
But May still watches cartoons on like Disney Plus, Disney Junior, Nickelodeon, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They still air child, like toy commercials in between, the shows. I have noticed
on Disney Plus?
Yeah, on Disney Plus. Well, normally on Nickelodeon more. But occasionally they'll show something in the mornings. Only in the mornings, really, is when you get it. And I've noticed that a lot of the toys, the commercials, they're independent toys. They're like these pillow pets. They're like action figures that you can tell that some dad thought of it and got the funding and made the toy. Like a lot of it are they're like small indie toys or maybe GoFundMe toys that became big.
Yeah, it's good. I call them made in a factory in China, super cheap toys.
Yeah,
like everything is, but these are not made by a big toy brand.
It's not Galoob, it's not Hasbro, it's not Mattel. It's like some guy made the toy and he has a very small company. And I don't know. I kind of root for these toys. I didn't know if you'd seen any of those. Like a lot of the ones that have to do with like kinetic sand and light up pet. That like one of them is like a pet where you unzip his mouth and you can stuff stuff in his face.
Oh yeah, those are Chinese garbage toys.
Yeah.
But
let's get to this. Let's get to the 35 most popular and trendy Christmas gifts of 2022. We scroll down and number 1 is cloud slides.
Oh, okay. Those are like my UFOs.
Yep, I wasn't going to say it, but they do.
Old lady.
Yeah. They're
big
like pillows for your feet.
Thick boy nurse shoes.
Yeah, big
sandals.
thickos. Number 2 would be 14-karat gold hoop earrings. Really? That's does that ever go out of style? Okay, here's one. Number 3. I wrote a book about you. Fill in the blank book. This is a create your own personalized present with a sweet and lighthearted fill in the blank book. Isn't that called Mad Libs?
Right.
You don't like the list, do you? How about number 4?
Sam.
Mini pocket projector. If I gave you a mini pocket projector.
That could come in handy for certain instances.
For what?
Like if you're out somewhere where there's no TV and you want to watch like a sports game or something,
but
you
normally
just bust out your phone, right?
Yeah, but it's got to be like pitch black for you to be able to see it.
Oh yeah, and also like if you did want to watch a sporting event, you just like turn your phone sideways and just look.
Yeah, but
at
if you want to share it with other people, you're with.
I don't want to
so,
share.
yeah.
Just look at my phone. Look over my shoulder.
Although bringing this in your pocket around wherever
you go camping.
I
guess
can't.
so.
This is okay. I'm just gonna start being real. You're in a no BS mood. I'm in a no BS mood too. That is something that I would buy. I'd bring it in here and show you guys and say, look what I got. And I'd never effing use it because I do that a lot.
Yeah.
I buy the dumb tech. It's a silly little thing. I'm like, this is going to change how I watch sports. I have a projector in my pocket. I can watch sports anywhere. Never do it.
Yeah.
It's just not practical.
Yeah.
It's not a practical scenario.
Like, okay, you used it one time and you were at the river ranch and you projected it on the side of your camper.
What about during hurricane season when your power goes out?
Well, how long is this going to last?
Well,
I don't know.
35 minutes. I watch MASH for 35 minutes.
Well, here's the problem with that. When your power goes out and if you don't have a generator, then you don't have your internet. And so if you don't have your internet...
You got to download movies to your phone.
Yeah, but I've already seen those.
Download new ones.
Yeah, and then...
Before the storm.
And just leave them on my phone ready to go? All right, number 5, moon lamp. How do you like the moon lamp? Number 6, Dino Dig virtual science kit. So number 7, hair dryer brush.
I have one of those.
Okay, what do you think about the hair dryer brush? If I got Andrea a hair dryer brush,
her hair might be too thick for it.
Okay, see,
my wife swears by these hair drying brushes.
Oh, she buys them all the time, right? They break and she buys a new one.
And while
that's not good,
she's telling everybody like, "Hey, buy these hair drying brushes. They're only $20. If they break, just buy another one. They work great." When I see her post that, I immediately think of the Dyson hair dryer that me and Daniel got for our wives one year for Christmas. I'm like, well, why don't you use the $280 Dyson hair dryer that I got you instead of the $20 Chinese garbage? And she's like, it works better. Like, it can't. Dyson.
Sell the Dyson one then.
Yeah.
Get your
sell
money.
it.
You could sell it. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's just a hair dryer, dude. It's not like somebody put their what in it or anything.
Yeah,
it's
but
a hair dryer.
What do I sell it for?
150
half the price,
bucks.
yeah.
150 bucks. Somebody buy it for 150. It's red too, special edition Chinese New Year.
I don't think who's buying the used Dyson hair dryer.
That was his soul leaving his body. He's mad as hell. Mad as hell. How about a 3-in-1 charging station? Okay, I'm gonna call this list what it is. It's a bunch of the dumb
Whose
crap.
list is this?
This is from Good Housekeeping.
I tried
to go to a good source. Love necklace, rechargeable hand warmer, sculpting bodysuit, mini waffle maker, shiatsu massager. It's the same garbage that we get every year, right?
Nothing's changed.
Nothing has changed.
Can we just buy other adults
nothing? You don't
booze
have to buy
and drugs or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Don't buy other adults anything.
Yeah, you don't have to buy adults anything.
Well, people feel the need to, and this
stop
is
feeling the need.
Where all this garbage comes from, and then it's like, well, just get them liquor or boo, like it was something.
Gift card.
Cash. Just hand me a $20 bill.
Electric wine opener still on the list from 2003. The electric wine opener.
My wife says that it's impersonal and it's like an insult if you give someone cash that you know.
What about a gift card? Same thing?
I guess gift cards are a little bit better, but it's more of a, you could use the cash you could use for anything, right? So it's like the gift card hinders you a little bit with, either.
Yeah, it forces you to go to I'd rather have cash. I see her point of it being like impersonal or maybe a little like just abrupt because it's not.
But it's better though, and like, who is gonna get insulted by someone giving you cash? Are you gonna Sam?
I mean, if I made love to my wife and she handed me cash, I would be insulted.
I would. Well,
I'd be like, I do that for free, my lady. No charge.
Like, we just feel this need to buy things because we're like, oh, look I'm
looking up the hottest toys for 2022.
Okay, all right.
Number 1, Fisher-Price DJ Bouncin' Beats interactive musical learning toy.
Trash. This is nothing's
They
changed.
have DJs now. That's awesome. Barbie Dreamhouse, of course.
It's the same thing though.
Monster Jam Garage playset.
Oh, have you seen the new Monster Jam toys? Have you seen the big shark Monster Jam? They have a shark truck now. Now they're making the Monster Jam toys light as a feather, but they're as enormous as this table. Like, there is a shark monster truck for sale at Walmart now it's like, I don't know, it's like 2.5 feet tall. It's like 3 feet long. But when you pick it up, it literally weighs nothing.
Is it a balloon?
No, it's just like really soft plastic so you can like play with it inside.
Okay.
It's pretty cool.
What are you guys getting your kids for Christmas?
I'm already done.
You're done?
Yeah, I already.
I haven't started.
Right.
My sons they don't ask for anything.
May made a list to Santa Claus, so it's 15 things front and back. I got them all. I knew exactly what I was up against.
She wrote her list this early?
She wrote her list before Halloween.
My God.
She loves Christmas, man. She sings Christmas songs all the time. She plays Christmas songs to get her to sleep. She is a Christmas baby. Loves it.
My sons are like me, which is super frustrating because you ask them, like, what do you want for Christmas? And they're like, I don't know.
Wheel.
And then if you name something, then they'll be like, yeah,
Don't
I want
name
that.
anything. Just tell them to write down a list.
So they do what most men do when their wife asks, what do you want for dinner? And they go like, I'm thinking Outback. And you're like, that's fine.
And then if you force them to write a list, what they write is stupid and they don't even want it. Like, because now.
Then don't get them anything.
Well, I can't. Because that's how it works. You have to get them something or you're a horrible monster.
No, you'd be like, look, you didn't give Santa a list.
No, they're a
horrible. Nothing to pick from.
You're a horrible
I wish
monster.
Andrea I'll text her and see if Andrea has her list. I know she wrote it out, and it's embarrassing, what Maisie wrote because it's so old lady.
I want to get my sons gel blasters. I see it on Facebook all the time.
What's that?
It's like
I've seen these, dude. They have these at they have them at Joann Fabric. Or they did.
Joann Fabric.
Well, Joann, okay.
You don't have them on the internet.
No,
so
I'll
that's
tell you.
That's
but
where I go.
Well, if you're going to swing and get them now, I don't want to wait. If you're like me and you want gel blasters, I don't want to wait till tomorrow. I want to get them right now.
I can wait.
No, I can't.
Prime.
I can't. Can't wait for Prime. Too slow.
So the gel blast, because that, I'm like, why don't you want gel blasters? Now, if I suggest it, they'll be like, okay, yeah, I want that. But I want them to want it.
Oh, I got glow-in-the-dark gel blasters.
Yeah, the gel blasters are dope. I've seen them.
For sure they're garbage, though. That's what I'll guarantee.
I've heard that
they'll break in 2 seconds.
Yeah, you're probably right.
They're Chinese garbage. Just like everything, anything online is horribly made plastic garbage.
Yeah, it's
You want
like
the blaster family pack?
Oh, yeah. Because I want them, Sam. You know that.
Yeah.
Right? I want the blasters to play with my sons. I want my sons to want something fun. They don't.
They don't say anything. Crayons.
You don't like
art
fun.
supplies.
They don't like fun. Let it be. Just let it be.
Are you saying they learned it from
song.
him? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
They learned it from
Yeah.
him. But he does there are certain. But the conundrum here that's so strange is that the only time he has fun is with them, and if they don't like
But
fun,
they don't even like fun. It's all everybody's faking it with each other. It's
Are they?
craziness.
They like fun, but they don't want to
I got her
tell
list.
me. They have no preference.
Okay, look, just so you know, I'm not lying. Here's a picture of her list. She wrote it out. There's her list. She colored it and then she went and wrote it in later. Okay, number one.
My sons don't know how to write.
Don't say that. Okay,
don't say it.
I mean, it is really detailed. I'll send it to Sam too, and we can maybe post it. But she did Princess Sapphire, number one. Princess Sapphire is a limited edition American Girl doll that's like a beautiful girl in a peacock outfit with gloves and what is those crystals?
Swarovski or whatever.
Swarovski crystals on the. It's a fancy ass
Oh
mega
yeah,
doll.
she's pretty.
Yeah, you look up Princess Sapphire. She wants her. Number two, Buff City Soaps, soap dish.
Buff City Soaps.
She wrote Buff City Soap, soap dish, shave, and a haircut. The name of the soap she likes is.
That store's over by my house.
Yeah,
She asked for soap.
What is it? I knew you were gonna clown it.
Your kids don't even know what soap is.
I knew you were gonna clown it up because
A 1905 orphan. Soap, please.
It gets worse.
Soap.
I knew you'd clown this, and since I'm not allowed to clown it, please clown away. She asked, number 3 was a 3D pen. Number 4, Lego Friends sets. Number 5 is gift card to Target. Number 6.
I like that she asked for a gift card.
Dude,
She's gonna go to goddamn Starbucks.
Number 6 is inline skates. Number 7 is Poppet Fidget Ball Fidget Spinner. And number 8 is 3 new dresses from Volcom.
Volcom.
Yeah, she loves the surfer girl dresses. She likes the little surfer girl dresses. And then the back, okay, that's the front. The back is number 9, new clothes for my American Girl dolls. Number 10 is sewing kits. Number 11 is paper that is colored. Number 12 is a new cactus. Number 13 is new Christmas jammies. And number 14 is a new outfit for dance. So it made it pretty easy for me. I got it easy, man.
Yeah,
It's like,
okay.
She gave me a blueprint. I can't go wrong as long as I get one of the 14.
Call up Crystal.
Is she gonna actually answer this time?
Put him on the line.
Yeah. I'm gonna put my son on.
Put him on the line.
Now, full disclosure.
Don't make them feel bad.
We're recording this early during the hurricane, so my sons are home. So I'm gonna put Tommy or Max on the line and ask them what they want for Christmas.
Yeah, I'm not.
Because some people may think I'm lying.
I know you're not, dude.
And they're like, well, it's not not like they're two. They have opinions. They talk. They know how things work.
Yeah.
Like
they're little men. You know?
yeah,
They're doing things. They're smart kids.
They know about the earth. You know, so like
Yeah, they're smart.
But they have no opinion about what they want for Christmas, or at least
Maybe
they never
that's
told
a good
me.
thing, though, dude. Maybe it's a, you know, you gotta. I look. She goes to us
She
again.
forwards it every time.
I love that. I love that she forwards it.
It's her stupid
Just have
phone.
her call us.
Yeah, that's fine. Just text her. And look, we can still talk about this a little bit because I'll go through the other things she said. Like May also, she's real specific about what she wants. She's like, I was like, well, gift card. You didn't say.
Well, yeah, she's like, paper that is colored.
Oh, I didn't say it, but on the gift it says gift card from Target. In parentheses, it says 30.
We're
the exact amount as well.
Phone. Can you pick up the phone?
Yeah, 30.
What?
Yeah.
I wonder
Just
what
pick
she
up
wants.
the anonymous number at all times.
Oh, no.
That's
Oh,
Don't you
do
dare
that. Don't
tell
start
her
a
Are
what
the
to do with
boys
her
with you?
phone.
Okay, I want to talk to the boys.
Oh,
on the
no,
show.
man, he's
Ask
bad
them
now.
what they want for Christmas.
What are you doing? I'm in the
I'm
car.
going to call you right now. Okay. All right.
Are you in the car? I'm in the car.
She said she's going to pick it up. I'm just
All
pick up
right.
the anonymous call.
Stop it.
It could
Stop
be
being mean
business.
to your family.
If it doesn't say spam likely, then pick it up. Anonymous means it could be a surprise.
I think it might be little girls. We have a person in the chat room, Abraham Dragon Friend. I love that name. Okay, wait. My daughter is her age, and she also wants a robe and slippers. I think it's a girl thing. I think it might be a gender thing.
Like they want practical gifts and stuff like that.
I don't know. And I know she, like, obviously she loves her mama a lot. And, then, you know, the egg doesn't fall too far from the... I was going to say something really nasty right there, and I didn't. And I looked at and you were waiting for me to say it, weren't you? You were waiting for me to say it, and I pivoted at the last minute. And you were like, "You've changed. You've lost your edge. I need to kidnap you and get your confidence back."
Line one.
All right, line one. All right. Hey, can you guys hear us?
Yes, we hear you. Hello.
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 What's up, Tommy and Max?
All right, so I have to tell you legally, you're on the radio. So, Tommy and Max, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you guys want for Christmas?
A new bicycle.
Okay.
All right, okay.
That's a high dollar.
So Max wants a new bicycle. What about you, Tommy?
I want new video games.
New video games.
Okay,
Daddy loves a video.
What kind of video games?
I don't know any kind.
No, just any kind. I mean, there's
Give him
different.
Tetris.
Well, like educational math video game.
Yeah. There's
Treasure Mountain.
there's educational
There's
video games.
Math Blaster.
I think you can still buy Pong.
Oregon Trail's coming in
Oh,
Switch.
Oregon Trail is.
so-
coming.
Okay.
What happened?
I want the skateboard game.
Skateboard game.
Okay,
Tony Hawk?
Tony Hawk.
Hey.
Okay, write
That's
down Tony
cool.
Hawk.
That's cool.
That's dope.
Do you? What about gel blasters? Do you want some gel
Don't
blasters?
suggest.
Yeah.
Nah, they don't want it. They don't want it.
It was exactly like your impression.
Do you guys want a one-wheel pint?
Oh, you
Hold
broke his
on a
heart.
second.
Okay, your
man.
mom. Hold on, Max, get on the line, Max. Tommy or
Maximus.
I do.
did mom?
But you had no, so I made
Oh,
this
there it is. He's snitching.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
snitching on
I
Mama.
heard that Mama shook her head no, so I do what Mama says because she's pretty.
Oh yeah.
And I love
knew
her.
that because I know you want a one-wheel pint because we talked about it. And
I'm
I
Sounds
said-
like-
grooming
sounds
you.
like you're influencing
I am
him.
grooming you for pinting.
so any other toys or games or
Clothes,
soap? You want some
sneakers.
soap?
You want soap or maybe a gift card?
Anything else that you could think of you want for Christmas?
Man, this is Tom.
I told you.
God.
You got the bike.
A bike, some game. Tony Hawk.
Tony Hawk.
Tony Hawk.
We got at least one for each.
But I feel like you were just like it's like
Man,
you're
you know
improv.
what?
Well, you
You're
did
like,
ambush them. Let's be fair.
But still,
Well,
this is hard,
Christmas
right?
is around the corner.
This
like,
is hard,
Aren't
man.
you thinking about it? Like all the things you want.
Are you guys gonna make lists?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, you got to make a list for Santa.
Yeah.
All right. So make the list today, and then
Oh yeah, maybe Max needs some new running shoes for his new
Oh yeah,
club.
for Run Club. Yeah.
we have a tremendous amount of shoes.
No.
so like
Are they all Velcro though? That doesn't count.
I'm tripping over them. There's piles of shoes.
Wait, are you Rick Ross?
It looks like a Rick Ross house. It's just endless piles of shoes, just strewn about everywhere. All right, guys, I'll be home soon. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, they listen to semantics. That's so
That's
cute.
so great. The little laugh in the background. Okay, you were right. You were right.
got
Now
nothing.
when people say, well, you exaggerate about how your kids are, no. Maisie is the Maisie, and
yeah.
Max and Tommy are the Max and Tommy, and that's just how they are.
Like Maisie, she has her list memorized. She just go through it.
Yeah, but don't you? Well, I was going to ask you a question that I know the answer to. I was going to say, don't you know things that they're into? But you're just going to be like,
you
like
can't
how you
do
got
that.
the red bowl for Crystal.
No, but you can't. Oh, wow, that was
like
a diss.
what are their favorite
Well,
colors?
you can't
What
do
kind of
that,
shows are
though.
they into?
You can't guess, and you can't use any of your intel. At least for me, with May, I can't. I don't know about you. You tell me. I can't do that with May because every time I think I'm guessing correctly, I mess it all up. And she's like, pink isn't my color anymore. I like teal. Now it's teal,
Well, teal's a good color.
not blue.
Mm-hmm.
Teal.
This is how much my sons are like me. We were watching the Mr. Beast Circle $500,000 challenge. or whatever. And
You
then
poor man. You have to watch that. Oh my
we
God.
go through the whole thing, right? And then it gets to the end, and they're like, all right, we have the final contestants. Episode 2 will have the finale, and you'll find out who wins the $500,000 Circle Challenge, right? And then, on YouTube, once the video ends, then you just have to go to the next suggested video or find the segment 2 of this, the next episode.
Sure.
Right? My sons just go to the next video, which is a completely different video.
Why
I
don't you
like
buy
that.
him some Mr. Beast merch?
No, I support
No,
that. I
so-
do this too with shows.
so
I
then-
I'll watch all the way up to the ending of Game of Thrones, and then I go to a new show.
So then we're watching some other video. I'm like, hey, don't you want to find out the episode 2? And they're like, not too lazy to find that. We don't know how to. We're just watching this
didn't
new
hold
one.
their
Why don't you
interest.
teach them how to find
No, but it
it?
didn't hold their interest.
Yeah,
I'm with them.
they don't care. And I'm like, well, don't you want to know the ending? We watched the whole beginning an hour. Like, we have to know who won. And they're like, nope, we'll just start over a new run. They're like, it doesn't matter. And I'm like, this is insane.
I mean, how do you think I feel? I don't get to even suggest it. I would love a blank slate that I could suggest a cool bike or a one-wheel pint. That's amazing.
No.
But I get handed a list that's basically written. I mean, if you look at her handwriting,
It's in script.
It'll drive you.
look at how good her handwriting is. I mean, it's better than most people that I know.
Oh, I can't even read my son's handwriting. Like I was joking before, they write stuff, but I look at him like that's not words.
Stop.
It's like you on the calendar.
I'm like, is your teacher?
I sent it to you, Sam, so you can see it. Like we work. Like I'm not talking about you because I can read full, Thomas Van now. But like you look at her handwriting, I'm like, damn, that's better than most doctors. That's better than other people that I've worked with before. I can read everything you've done, but it doesn't give me any fun. You think I want to? Like Andrea's in the chat room right now asking about where we can buy a cactus. That's not fun.
She asked for a cactus.
You didn't listen to the list?
Yeah,
Oh, I
and
didn't
she
hear
said
the
a cactus. And she doesn't mean a play cactus. She means she's like you would ask for a cactus. Well, you hate succulents. But I'm just saying, she asked for a goddamn cactus.
A cactus and soap.
And so,
God damn.
what are you, a cowboy?
I can pick up some soap for you.
Jesus. And she didn't even ask for our buddies a handmade soap from a local place. She asked for the chain soap for the big chain.
How does she even know about that?
Well, Andrea's taken her there before, and like they do have a good smell that smells like. And this is a little my fault. When I go and get my hair cut at Liberty, John uses the old school, and I love this stuff. It's Panade, and it's Clubman. I think it's called Clubman by Panade. And it is that yellow bottle of aftershave that they use after they do a straight razor on me and they clean up my beard.
All right.
And Maisie loves the smell of it. Absolutely loves it. She'll probably fall in love with a man that smells like that. That'll happen. But like when I come home from Liberty Barber, she will run over and smooch me and smell me. And it's like my favorite thing because it's like daddy-daughter time. And she's like, I love that smell. So one day we go into the soap place and she smells the soap and she's like, she couldn't stop talking about it. So Andrea bought her the soap. So every night when she takes her shower, she also asked for a soap dish. That's the saddest one that she asked for. She asked for a bamboo soap dish.
Bamboo.
You could ask Andrea if I'm lying, I'm dying. You could kill me. She asked for a bamboo soap dish. That is not fun. So the grass is always greener, right? Because one-wheel pint sounds rad.
Well, that's what I want. Like, this is the same reason it drives me crazy, the same reason it drives Crystal crazy is when she asks me, like, what do you want to eat? She wants me to want something.
Yeah.
And I
Cheap trick.
legitimately
cheap trick.
don't care. And I try to tell her, I'm like,
Fake it, bro.
don't. Yes, but sometimes I do. But it's hard. Like, can't I just be who I am? Like, and just
there's
not
some
care.
truth to that. I mean, you only get so many decisions you can make in a day, and you do have decision fatigue. It would be nice to say, I have no opinion, and please guide the boat to the place we're eating or what I'm cooking.
And
I get the same way.
And my sons are the same way, especially Tommy. He leans heavier on this, where if you ask him, he's like, I want whatever you want. But I know.
He needs an identity, man.
But that's me. They legitimately don't care. Whatever you want. Where do you want to go?
What's the point of living? Just whatever everybody else wants.
I'm thinking about like the wherever I eat, or if we're in a group and they all want to go to this place or whatever. Like I'm down for the ride. Let's go. Like I don't want. It doesn't matter to me. I'll have fun whether it's this or that or whatever the hell, like I'll just do whatever. And I legitimately want other people, I'll experience my happiness through them. Like It's not going to, I'm not going to be, yippee, I go to the Chili's or whatever. I don't care. I'm sitting there.
Don't say
they got alcohol. I won't get mad if they don't have alcohol.
If you and I were going out to a lunch, and I said, where do you want to go? And you said, you don't care. And if I said Chili's and you said, yippee. I would drive. I would literally.
Baker-act you.
I would stay quiet and I would carefully drive you to Chili's, fearing for my life.
Okay,
the entire time, like something was about to go down.
But I understand how frustrating it is, because when I asked Tommy what he wants for Christmas, and then he's like,
he did it on
video
there.
game. I'm like, well, which one? He's like, it's just anyone.
Like any video game. It's like
there's
skateboard one. Yeah.
But there's so many.
He didn't
different,
even preface.
Yeah.
Is that Skate? Is that Skate 2?
I
Is
think
that Tony Hawk? Is that Tony Hawk 2? Is
Get
that
him Skate or Die.
Is that Skate or Die for the original NES?
Skate or Die stinks.
It does stink. Lester,
Well, he should have been more specific.
Stupid Lester Skate Shop. It's too hard. And the half pipe, I could never land anything, and I hated it. Absolutely couldn't land anything. The game looked cool. But Lester's a fat guy with a green mohawk. That's Fat Mike, right? It looks like Fat Mike.
Yeah.
You want to do... Like my list ran out of steam, buddy. I'm just going to be honest with you.
That's fine.
My Christmas list ran out of steam.
Sam, what are you getting for Christmas?
I don't know.
Yeah, you didn't tell your husband?
I mean, I have a list. I don't know what he's going to actually get off of the list.
Anything
so he
good?
just picks one? He doesn't have to buy
multiple.
the whole...
What do you want from us? What do you want from us? You want some money?
Office chair.
No. Office
what?
chair? No.
We already did that show.
No. You're sitting in it.
It's a rerun.
Isn't it great? No, like money, right?
Let's go out to, what was that place called?
It closed down.
We're not gonna.
Manny's.
We went out to Manny's, and then it changed to Galleria, and I think Galleria closed, and I think it's done.
You know what? In your scenario where you and your husband have separate bank accounts, like him giving you money actually does move the needle, because it's coming, where me and Crystal, we're just giving each other our own money. And she says that, and I say that, so it's like it's pointless. It doesn't mean anything. It's like
it's just a transaction change.
The money you gave me was out of my account. So what is it? I could have just taken. It's meaningless.
Yeah, I mean, and Andrea and I wouldn't do that. I mean, she's so far in control of my finances now. I wouldn't even know how to give her money. If that makes sense.
Also, I tell Crystal, I'm like, just don't buy me anything, because
now
you're putting pressure on me, and then she's already bought it. Like stuff has already shown up.
Oh my God!
I don't know. I
hope it's that new one wheel.
I'm like, I don't even know. It's not that. She won't give me anything I want. That's for sure.
This is crazy, dude.
She will only
She only buys me stuff I don't want, even though I tell her not to buy me anything.
I tell her what I want. I'm like, I want one wheel, and then she's like, no.
Which one? She's like, which one do you want? And you're like, I want the XL, the new one. She's like, never.
Yeah.
Is that what happened?
Oh yeah. She's like, She's like, no, you don't. Like, she's like, I refuse to buy you that. I'll buy you something I think you want. And then it's and then I'm like, I don't want that. Please believe me. And then she's like, no, I'm buying something. And all of a sudden, kayaks show up. And so I'm like, do you listen to the show? Half an hour about how I hate kayaking. And then I'm like, I want this.
She only listens when she's on, and you know that.
Yeah, so you have to get her onto here and then talk about how much you hate kayaks, but you'll never do that because that will.
Well, now you can't because you already got the guy.
Oh,
yeah, but you can get rid of them.
Well, she's starting to come around to those because she's like, "We'll never use those again, right?" And I'm like, "No."
You guys waste so much money.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, "Please, I just want this."
Please, you give me something I'll use.
And then she's like, "No."
Land of 1,000 kayaks. You're gonna kayak. So what you got to do is you got to make it even crazier. You got to start telling her things that you don't want, but say that you want them.
Reverse psychology.
It's
man,
triple
this is
reverse.
She's too smart. She knows what I want.
Tapestry of nightmares.
Then you gotta honestly, you have to change who you are to make.
That's what she says.
You gotta make the things that you like, the things that you hate, and you have to completely flip your personality.
Yeah.
So you have to honestly make yourself in your mind's eye. You have to believe that you love kayaks. So, and then once you love the kayaks, you'll get the one wheel.
Yeah, she tells me, like, the only thing you have to change is who you are as a person. then the transformation's complete. Then we will not fight anymore.
What's on your hubby's list, and how far have you gotten anything yet?
Perhaps
you don't have to share
I have.
you don't have to share like personal stuff, and I don't want this to leak out to him. But is there anything on there that's off the list? Is there anything that he said and you're like, absolutely not?
No.
Like he hasn't gone too big, is what I mean. Like I go too big with Andrea sometimes.
No,
like
he
I'll
wants,
go
specific types of whiskey. He wants some shoes.
That's very reasonable.
Sports tickets,
That's
video
reasonable.
games.
Reasonable.
That he has listed on his Amazon wish list.
Now, how?
Any gel blasters?
Yeah.
No
Oh,
gel blaster, but he
man.
does have handgun on here.
How?
Oh,
Wow!
okay.
Wow! He must be paranoid too. Oh my God!
Rubbing off.
Wait,
on
does
him.
it tell you what kind or just a...
Get him a pink one. Get him that bright fluorescent pink one.
It's just like any type of handgun.
Have you heard
Yeah.
Have you heard the commercials they're running on Real Radio about like Smith and Wesson? We want to absorb that. We know that everything's tough, and we know that inflation is kicking your ass. So we're gonna sell.
Are they running gun commercials?
Oh yeah, they're like we're gonna sell.
Anything goes now. There's also like a Christian podcast they're supporting.
Yeah, they do one, and it's
Christian podcast and gun
Yeah,
commercials?
and
It's
Smith and
weird.
Wesson. Smith and Wesson says, "We're gonna sell our best. It's the Smith and Wesson. It's the complete kit for $159 off."
I didn't even know guns advertised, but I'm stupid. I
Really?
guess. Well,
Yeah.
I'm
All
not.
those billboards for the gun show.
You know, back in
Well,
the day,
I know the gun show, but that's the gun show, and that's
Yeah.
the promoters that put on the gun show. That's not the
Yeah.
gun itself.
Back
you know,
in-
like
back in
Smith
my
and
day-
Wesson or like
There was a time when I worked in radio.
Ruger.
No, they just
Ruger.
dude, it's Smith and Wesson. The commercial Smith and Wesson. I hear it every morning.
What else gun manufacturers are there?
There is. I remember a time when you were not allowed to take money from an adult establishment. I remember a time when we wouldn't have ever done any business with a strip club or possibly even a company that sold adult novelties. So that was off the table. We're a Christian organization. We don't do that, but we'll sure talk about guns.
Well, that was when it was like a
Crazy.
privately owned, smaller radio station,
Yeah.
right? Once it goes corporate,
They wouldn't have done guns either.
Yeah,
then.
yeah.
They wouldn't have done guns either. They were a real mom and pop and real family. It was like a real family-oriented type of deal. And then as things spiral, it's funny to see what companies will take and what companies won't take. Would you like for me to try and find some voicemails to end this out? We got about 7 or so minutes left here, and I want to try and get through these.
Yeah,
Remember all the fishing videos? Did we find out an update on those guys? What happened?
They did get charged with cheating, but let me.
Yeah,
let
if
me
you don't
look it
mind
up.
looking that out. I don't really want to play the voicemails because I've got like 9 of them that I didn't play because I got sick of the topic. But I'd love to know, just to refresh people's memory, and you probably saw it on social media, there was a competitive fishing tournament. I think it was for walleyes, and the guys cheated by putting weights and other fillets of fish inside the fish to cheat. And they busted him right there at the dock and cut open the fish. And there's video of it. And they confronted him. And they're yelling the F word and
Yeah.
screaming.
So they were officially charged with several felonies, including cheating, attempted grand theft, and possessing criminal tools.
Cheating
that is a
is
charge.
a criminal charge?
Yeah. And
Huh.
they are both co-defendants in the same trial, and they have pled not guilty as of last week.
Well, I mean,
I guess it would be.
they're going to have to prove it, right? Are they going to go with the you don't have enough evidence that you have no evidence?
You don't know that we put those weights in there.
Right,
Yeah.
so they're going to go with that. But so that's one of those, like, we still know you did it. We can't prove that you actually
Right.
put your hand in that fish's mouth or whatever, but
Yeah, and I feel like the judge, gonna be tired.
they
or
never
something.
do that, though. They
They
always
say-
go like, well, I guess you got it. Case dismissed. Why?
Well,
They
because
got another hearing actually today. So
you got to follow the letter of
see
the
where it
law,
goes.
and like you're guilty till proven innocent.
We should cover that line.
no,
we should
you're
go
innocent
live.
until proven guilty.
No, I forgot.
We should
It
cover
should be
that.
the way I said it. That's how I think.
You know, when I was a kid, I used to think that a judge had the discretion to look at it and be like, well, even though we know that we don't have any video proof of you doing this, and even though we know
we know you did it.
we know you did it. So you know what? I'm using my brain
Yeah.
because I'm the judge.
I like that king judge.
Well, there are cases if the defendants decide they don't want a jury, they can go straight to the judge.
Yeah,
and then they make the
it
call.
never seems to happen. Like as a kid, I thought the judge was supposed to use his smarts. He was intelligent and used logic, not the law, but used his logic to make sure that people didn't get away with stuff. But what I learned as I became an adult is that the judge sits there and he's kind of powerless to the law. And if you have like if you can kind of loophole it, then the judge just
it's all
goes,
loopholes.
Yeah, the judge is just like, I can't do anything about it. Case dismissed.
Well,
you know.
Oops, all oops.
Well, we've talked to on Weird Job a criminal defense attorney, and I asked him straight up. I'm like, how many people are actually guilty? And he's like, 99%. You know, and then, but 30% of those, or 40, like a huge percentage that he can get them off because they didn't follow the letter of the law, or
Right.
loopholes, or like certain things were not done by procedure. So
Right.
then, and that's his job, is to get people off. But he's still guilty in his opinion, and like, based on the evidence he saw. So it's like, we need that, I guess, so that. Although I would like the what movie was that where Sylvester Stallone flies in a robot suit and then decides
Is that Stopper? My mom will shoot.
decides if you're innocent or guilty and then blows your head off. If he's
like Judge Dredd.
Judge Dredd.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
that
mind
was
a Judge Dredd.
Wonderful comic book. Is that a DC property, Judge
I
Dredd?
don't know.
Like
Is that
if we had Judge Dredd just fly to every anything and just decide whether you're guilty or not.
Yeah,
and
just
then
blow your head off.
Like I'm fine with that.
Yeah, and
Yes,
it's got to
it is
be.
DC.
It's got to be Sylvester Stallone. All right, we got time for one voicemail. I remember
Okay.
this one. I don't think we played it.
Hey gang, it's Zach from Ohio. Dan, you've said multiple times that you used to smoke 3 packs of cigarettes a day. Is that true? Because
Yes.
if you're awake 16 hours a day, that would mean that you lit up a cigarette every 16
No, we're not doing that. Yeah.
Oh, the cigarette math.
Yeah, it was like between 2.5 packs to 3 packs a day, and I wouldn't smoke them all the way through.
And
It'd
you
be,
can huff fast.
yeah, it's like a half-assed. It's hard to
and
explain.
if you're drinking, it's just chain smoke.
It's very hard to explain, but if you've got, I think my anxiety had to do with how many I would go through, because I think it was actually even the dance of the lighting, the dance of the pack.
Oh.
Packing it on my hand, pulling it
ritual.
out, putting it in there. I was a Zippo guy. It's so embarrassing. I did all the tricks and the dumb crap. And I would do, and at my worst, when Andrea and I first started dating, I was like 2.5 packs, 3 packs a day. When you saw me, when I was that house was just beer cans everywhere, and I had an ashtray that would settle. You know that you're really addicted to cigarettes when you have an ashtray that's so filled with cigarette butts that one of your lit cigarettes will light all the other butts on fire.
Oh, yeah.
And start a smoldering
brush fire
of butts. Yeah, a butt fire.
I like a job where you can smoke while doing your job and it's acceptable to everybody around you.
Yeah.
For instance, I saw this today.
I've never had one.
Where the person driving the tractor, moving boats around at a marina, like back to storage or whatever.
That's a cool job.
He was smoking while driving the tractor, and I'm like, completely acceptable, right?
Yeah.
But if you saw a cop smoking, was
there a time when cops could smoke on duty? I think there was.
In the
Oh,
50s,
yeah.
I think
detectives.
I think I remember as a kid seeing police officers
You would smoke in the
smoking.
the police departments, even when they're interviewing
Yeah.
people,
I
like
can-
suspects.
I-
They're smoking. They're giving the suspects cigarettes. Yeah.
I mean, I hate to say it, and I know you can
What
say
about a
it.
judge? Look at a judge. Like
I bet back in the day you
in the
could.
1920s,
Sure,
I bet
for
you
sure.
should.
Did the judge used to smoke, or was that like off limits? They have the ashtray on their their big.
I don't know.
Wooden,
I
cathedral
I
thing.
remember my mom had a little tiny white bubble Honda Accord. You remember the tiny little Hondas, a little
Yeah,
two-door white, almost like a competitor for the Volkswagen Beetle. And it was a little white Honda Accord, and it was like a hatchback, and it had black vinyl seats.
Uh-huh.
And I still remember my mom and I driving in that, and I remember distinctly, this memory is in my brain, of her smoking with the window cracked, and it's lightly raining, and there's a hitchhiker on the side of the road, and he's got his thumb out, and I stuck my tongue out at him, and he flicked me off, and then I hid and thought he was going to kill me. That's a memory in my brain, and I can still smell the cigarette smoke in the Honda Accord.
Back in the day,
Or Civic. It was a Honda Civic, not an Accord, a Civic. Tiny little white bubble Civic.
could a airline pilot smoke while he was flying?
For
Yes.
Like
If the
back
passengers
Dude,
could.
everybody could.
so
Nurses could smoke in the hospital.
My mom and dad,
That's awesome.
there's a picture of my mom and dad like boarding a plane, and my dad has a cigarette in his hand,
Yeah,
and he's
yeah.
getting on the
Well,
plane.
I knew that
from the
I'm-
tarmac.
I'm just saying. I wondered if like it was a frowned upon if you were the pilot and you
Nah.
were smoking, or
They're
at least
sipping whiskey and having a cig.
See, if you were having a cigarette and you
you-
were the pilot, I think you're a cool MF.
That's right.
you were
Yeah.
never allowed to drink and be a pilot.
No.
That I'm sure that there was regulation against.
Sure,
but
except if you're Denzel Washington.
Right.
was
Which
was
is based on a true story.
was
Yeah,
there
I
any
know.
job in the 1920s that you weren't allowed to smoke? Like, I guess if you were a surgeon or something, or were
Oh
like,
yeah,
like-
I'm sure that there. But you know what? A doctor
Anything
probably
flammable.
thought like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I'm having a digestive.
Right.
No, yeah.
I'm having a
Well,
digestive."
if it was a checkup,
Some
I guess.
Jaeger.
yeah, this is to calm my belly.
All right. Bye.
There you go, buddy. Guys, have a great rest of your day. Please stay safe.
See you at
We're not
Twitch.
going to see them tomorrow, right?
Probably
I don't
not,
think we are.
unless
we might.
Yeah, unless me and Daniel do
Yeah.
impromptu waiting for Ian too.
Yeah, we're not going to call it Nicole. We're going to call it waiting for Ian too. So, all right, guys.